I'm formatting my resume and I want to adjust the spacing. I can adjust the spacing between lines within a single paragraph of text. I place my cursor anywhere in the paragraph, and then I go to the Home tab and I click this tool, Line and Paragraph Spacing. I click the down arrow to see my choices. By pointing to the various options, I can see what this will look like before I select it. I can adjust the line spacing in my paragraph to be more tight or more open. For example, I may want to change it from single spacing to 2.0 for double spacing or 3.0 for triple line spacing. If I don't like the way this looks, then I can always redo it and select a different option in the same way. Or I can undo my changes by pressing Ctrl-Z. And that's it. Up next, I'll show you another way. When I adjust the spacing before and after a paragraph. I'm formatting my resume and I want to adjust the spacing. Previously, I showed you how to adjust the spacing between lines. Now I'll adjust the spacing that comes before or after the paragraph. I place my cursor in the paragraph that I want to adjust. Then, on the Home tab, I click Paragraph Settings. I like to use the spacing options in Paragraph Settings because here I can specify exactly how much spacing I want to add before and after this paragraph. I can look here to see how this paragraph is currently formatted in terms of spacing. I can see its single line spacing, and there's no space before the paragraph, but there's 12 points of space after the paragraph. To adjust the before and after spacing, I can click up or down, or I can enter the number I want. For example, I can change this from 0 before and 12 points afterward to 6 points before and 24 points after. By default, Word adds the spacing to this paragraph, even if the text before and after this paragraph are the same style. Now I want that, so I'll leave this box unchecked. If I don't like the way it looks, I can go back to Paragraph Settings and change the spacing again. Or I can always undo my changes by pressing Ctrl-Z. Up next, I'll show you how to adjust spacing throughout the document. I've put the final touches on my resume, and now I want to adjust the spacing throughout the document. On the Design tab, I look for Document Formatting and I click Paragraph Spacing. Under Built-in, I can point to the various options to see what's available. For example, I can choose No Paragraph Space. I can see from this tooltip that this option will change the text in my document to single spacing, and it will remove any before or after paragraph spacing. Pointing to the various options gives me this tooltip, and it also changes my document. I can actually see how choosing this option will adjust the spacing throughout the document. For example, I can try tight to see how that looks. When I click the selection, my document updates. If I don't like the way it looks, I can go back and change it. Or I can press Ctrl-Z to undo the changes. One more thing, under Style Set, I can see the style set that's in use for this document. Right now, this document is using the default style set. Pointing to the Style Set option displayed here will show me what happens to the spacing if I reapply the style. This is a fast way to revert. To learn more about line and paragraph spacing, check out the course summary, or give it a try.